Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel. I am Earth Child 555, and this is your full moon reading for where the moon is in the sign of Pisces. So, um, again, um, every time we come across a water moon or a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio moon, um, that energy can be a bit intense. Okay. It's feminine in nature and it's a force to be reckoned with. So make sure that you guys are a fixed sign. Okay. You guys are a very, very strong sign. You guys have been through a lot. It's almost like it's one thing after another. And just looking at the cards that are before me now for you guys, your energy is very strong during this full moon. Okay. There is a lot of water in your chart, or not in your chart, I'm sorry, in your reading. A lot of water. Okay. Um, to me, whenever some an energy, like whether it be Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, any earth, water, or air or fire sign, whenever I see that element come out so strongly in a reading for that sign, that to me, that just shows how much the universe wants you. It wants to break you down to your bare essence in order to lift you back up and to transform you into much more powerful and confident version of yourself. Okay. um for the bottom of the deck is the Judgment, and this is energy that's been pretty consistent with you guys for the past few months. um I have a sister who's a Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpios in my life, and they all have been through so much. I don't think I'd be able to take the things that they've gone through on it. Like, they go through it on a daily basis. You guys go through it a lot. And, your sign is very powerful. It's very strong. And for some of you, there's a part of you that has been hidden, a part of you that has been kind of collecting dust, so to speak, where you've kind of just tucked it away. It could be your emotions, your confidence, a past situation that you may have just tucked away and you don't really want to deal with it. You don't really care to deal with it. But the universe here with the Judgment card coming out, you see how these people are coming back to life from their graves. There's a certain aspect of yourself that you have laid to rest, and you probably have a hard time facing it. And that I feel like it's on an emotional, it's in the emotional sector. Okay, it really hits your emotions, and because you're a water sign, your emotions are very, very, very strong and intense, especially when you go through harsh times. um so definitely pay attention to whatever it is that you may have, like I said, tucked away, and may not really feel the need to address. It could be out of fear or anxiety, or out of fear of being hurt again. Okay, for some of you. Okay. So the first card that came out is you. This is a Scorpio card. This is a death card. It may look scary, but this is your energy. Okay. The death card is not just about death and the end of a situation. It represents regeneration. In order for life to occur, it has to come into play at some point. There's no escaping that. If you want change and you want rejuvenation, you want regeneration, you want to end a cycle, well, the death, this Scorpio energy is very crucial for that process. It's one of the major processes. Okay. Or one of the major aspects or factors in the process of regeneration. Okay. So you have to embrace this death, embrace this change, this transformation. It's hard, but I feel like for a sign as powerful as you would be able to get through this. Okay. There may be an older water sign, a grandfather, a father for some of you, because you have the King of Cups here, that may have influenced. They may have had like a drinking problem. If they're still alive, they still do, or they've suffered from that. But this can be a male. It doesn't have to be a father figure. It can be any figure, any male figure, any masculine figure. This can be a female as well. Maybe she's just really masculine in her emotions or and how she deals with things. But there is some type of, if for some of you there is a water sign, King of Cups here, they might be a little bit older than you or a lot older than you, and they may have had some influence on you and your life, and you may have to face this person or there's this energy here. If it's a person, for those of you, if this is a person, it doesn't have to be a water sign, but this person can be very nurturing, very loving individual. They could be alive, they may not be alive anymore, but they may, if they're not alive, they may be guiding you. And if they're not alive, for some of you, this person has just had such a strong influence on you, and it's time to face this influence, whether it's negative or positive. But this person, if this is a person, they have a very strong type energy effect on you. If this is not a person, then this is your energy. The King of Cups also represents emotional transformation. Okay, so there is some type of transformation. I mean, it's appropriate because you have the Death card here. You know what I mean? And it's funny how, well, the cards are actually facing you. The Death card is actually facing the King of Cups. So it's just interesting how this death, this horse, okay, this knight on this horse representing death, is walking towards this King of Cups here. This is walking towards this emotional transformation here. This is where the universe wants you to, this is the direction it wants you to go. Okay? Very, very important that you understand this. And there also, some of you may have had if this is a husband or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, wife, whatever type of situation you're in or a relationship, you may have a child with this person because you have the Page of Cups here. Some of you may have children. They may be a water sign. They can be a water sign in their sun, moon, or rising. Okay. And this reading is for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. So wherever in your chart Scorpio is, if this resonates with that part of your chart, then take it. Whatever doesn't, throw it away, But some of you may have a child. And there's a need to go through this emotional transformation and face a lot of your fears, whatever has been put away in your mind or in the archives of your mind, and you don't want to touch it anymore. I feel like the universe is going to bring it up. It's going to bring it back with this Pisces full moon. It's going to push you towards this internal transformation on an emotional scale, on an emotional level. And if you guys, and if this is in regards to a child, like I tell, one thing that I've learned is that children, those of you who are parents and who are trying to do your utmost to care for your children and give them the life that you never had in any type of way, children don't need perfect parents. They need happy ones. Children need an example of what happiness is, of what security is, of what confidence is. And as adults, we get caught up in trying to be perfect based on how our parents treated us or how our grandparents treated us or how they told us life is supposed to be or how we're supposed to live life. We get caught up in, sometimes parents can get caught up in causing their children to live up to the missed opportunities that our parents may not have been able to live up to or made excuses for. And that's not fair to do that to your children. So if you guys have children and you don't know which way to go, or you're not emotionally well with yourself, make sure that you really focus on your emotional cleansing and your emotional wellness. Meditation is good for this. Letting go of toxic energy, facing your fears, facing your demons, because you don't want to bring that baggage into your child's presence, into the life of your children. You don't want them to pay for things that have nothing to do with them, So your transformation is going to affect your children as well if you guys have children. Now, if you don't have children, the Page of Cups is representing, some of you may have Pisces in your chart, okay? This could also represent maybe the Pisces moon, that energy where it's that lighthearted, wear your heart on your sleeve, childlike energy. It's about releasing the rules that you've created for yourself on an emotional level, where you feel, I'm not going to let this happen to me anymore. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to be in a relationship because this A, B, C, and D happened to me. I'm not going to make any friends because people suck. And it's like, whatever rules, and you're a fixed sign. Okay. So especially when you guys have been hurt, it's very hard to shake you out of that mindset, and this is why the Death card is so important, because the universe, you can't escape this. This energy is going to constantly come your way until you finally make the decision to open yourself up and be that child where you just decide, I'm just going to be open to learning. I'm going to be open to embracing and soaking all of this entire experience in, because it's for your greater good. Okay. The Judgment card to me also represents nothing getting past the universe, God, whatever you believe in. Whatever you feel you've tucked away and left in the dark, whatever you think you've hidden, it's not really hidden. Okay. And eventually it's going to be brought to light, and you're going to have to face it, but you're going to have to make the decision to either face it. Well, you don't have a choice but to face it, but you're either going to have to make the decision. And I'm not trying to be harsh here to you guys. This energy, whenever I do readings, I feel the energy, and sometimes the way I talk is influenced by your energy and what the universe wants for you, so, this is not me being harsh or yelling at you guys. This is just me helping. I want everyone to be the best version of themselves. And, hopefully the next reading that I give you after this Pisces moon, hopefully the reading is you actually moving forward and progressing. Okay. But nothing gets past the universe. As humans, we can sometimes feel that we have it under control. Sometimes when you've been through so much, you feel like you have everything under control, but don't forget that we are still only human. We have our limits, and what we think. That's one thing I've understood in my life, is let go of what you think you know. Let go of what you feel is ideal. Let go of that blueprint, that template that you've created for yourself, because, and there are times where you do know what you're doing. There are times where we do know what we're doing. We know that we know what's best in a certain situation, but there are many other times where we really don't. And the best thing to do is to live in the moment, work towards the future, learn from the past, because this childlike energy, I feel like a lot of you have been through so much. And you guys have become very experienced and wiser and smarter because of what you've been through. You guys are very intuitive, a lot of you. And you're confident because of what you've been through. Excuse me. And sometimes we can fall victim to what we've been through. Don't fall victim to that. We all have been through a lot, but you have to let go of that and be that child who's willing to learn. Okay? Embrace this childlike energy on an emotional level. All right? So I wish the best for all of you. I'm sorry. My throat's a little bit scratchy. But I hope that this resonated with some of you. And much love and light to all of you. And happy September, happy Virgo season. And hopefully you guys get through this Pisces full moon smoothly. And yeah, I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. All Scorpio's energies, I really appreciate. I have so many of you in my life. You guys are some of the best people out there. But again, you know, much love and light to all of you guys, and just be open to change, be open to the possibilities in the future, and just leave the past behind. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye.